It's Monday. That means it's a brand new week in Warframe. So, if you are wondering what are all the things you can be doing every single week to help progress your account, this is the video for you. If you want to see more content like this and join along as we build this channel through our Warframe journey, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. Cringe, right? So, first off, let's check out what's going on our orbiter. I'm going to be looking at the 1999 calendar. This week, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed. As we all know, last week was the post-TennoCon weeklies, and we had a lot of goodies. And they're kind of keeping it going this week, so let's lock in. First up, we're getting a blue flavored shard, some arcanes, 2 adapters, second page, Kuva, or a 3-day resource booster. Definitely pick that one up. Then another adapter, another arcane, last page, Forma blueprint as always, and then of course the Omni Forma blueprint. Again, pretty good week for 1999. I'm not gonna lie. Now, what really surprised me this week was this week's Descendia. Looking at normal, again, it's a pretty normal week. Not too much craziness going on here. Of course, your Endo, your Mafika, your Voss 4, right? Yada yada. Not anything really crazy going on. But when you go to Steel Path, that's when it gets interesting. So on your second reward, we're going to be getting a 3-day mod drop chance booster. If you did not know, these are extremely important for when you're farming Endo, Arcanes, mods in general. So if you're planning on doing a level cap cascade run today, make sure you pick this up. If you're planning on farming some Endo, pick this up. It is huge for those things. Then you have your normal stuff, your Mafika, your Rifle Ribbon, your Steel Essence, and then at the end, another blue shard. Pretty crazy. But this is not the last of the blue shards we're going to be seeing this week. If we head over to the navigation and go to the Archon hunt, it's a 3rd blue shard. Absolutely insane. I'm not going to lie. Plus, the missions this week are super easy. Just an extermination, the interception, and then your showdown. Can't beat that, man. So let's check out this week's circuit. Hopefully it follows suit with everything else so far. For the normal circuit, pretty good frames this week. We have Saren, Bobbin, and Nova. As you know, Saren is one of the best nuking frames in the game. Bobbin's a ton of fun for crowd control, but if you could just do me a favor, if you don't have Nova, pick her up. My absolute favorite frame in this entire game, besides Ember. Super strong frame as well. Also a ton of fun just to play, man. You can speed enemies up, slow them down. So much you can do with Nova. Going on to the Steel Path, a decent week for the rotation. I'm not gonna lie, nothing too crazy, but Magistar on 5 for me. Then you're also looking at the Lex, the Boltor, the Bronco, and the Ceramic Dagger. I really recommend picking up the Magistar. If you're ever wanting to try out a slam build, this is the premier weapon for doing some crazy slam builds. I might look into posting a video on slam builds in the future, but we'll see if that comes. I don't really know what I'm going to pick up on 10 here yet, but I like the Bolter a lot. I used to use it a ton back in the day. I need to think about it some more. Comment down below what you end up picking this week and see if it's similar. Moving on, don't forget to do your Nightwave weeklies and finish up the reward track, as in August, we're going to be getting a new one with Amir. If you don't know about the Amir one that's coming, make sure to check out my previous TennoCon video where I covered all the things coming, including that new Nightwave. Next up, I'm going to be covering the various shops you should be checking out every single week. First, we're going to be taking a look at Paladino on Ironwave. This is featured on Earth, of course. This is the shop you go trade in your Riven slivers for, and it's always super stacked. Of course, you can get your 150k credits, 6k Endo, and your 35k Endo. Then you have your 2 Veiled Rivens, the Riven Cipher, and the Riven Transmuter. I mean, it's the best shop in the game. Come on, man. Make sure to go over to Paladino and trade in your Riven slivers. Moving on, we're going to see what our boy Teshin has for us this week. You always want to pick up your Veiled Riven Cipher, maybe some adapters if you need it, some relic packs if you need it, Kuva, etc. But I highly recommend there's an Umbra Forma and your Riven Cipher, pick them up. super, super good. Next up, we're over in the Dorma Zone on the Zeriman at Ekrithis. I highly recommend picking up your Golden Potato, your Rifle Riven, and your Kuva every single week. But if you want some other stuff, go ahead and grab it. While you're over on the Zeriman, make sure to head over to Yonta to pick up your Kuva as well. Plus, she might have a Riven for you. Go check it out. Don't forget too, you can always head over to Maru to do your weekly item treasure hunt. Don't forget to do that. Endo is a huge, huge part of this game. Now, it's everybody's favorite time of the week, doing your search pulses. So, of course, with your search pulses, I want to recommend going to Bird 3, going to a Shiny Treasures, and picking up yet again another blue flavored shard. That's 4 this week. Crazy. So, while we're here though, let's head over to our favorite little guy and see what he has for this week's Netracell. Again, remember, you can always go in and run multiple Netracells if you don't have ETA or EDA unlocked, as this only consumes 1 search pulse per run. But I recommend only doing it the once, then going and picking up your shard from Bird 3. Speaking of search pulses, this week's Deep Archmedia looks pretty rough, not gonna lie. Rough modifiers, and there is an assassination. So strap in. It's going to be a rough one, but I believe in all of us. We can do it. And then for this week's Temporal Archmedia, again, it's rough. There's a Legasite Harvest and an assassination. Man, we had so many things going for us, but the search pulses always come and find us. So good luck, Tenno. Strap in, get your best stuff together, and go get those Archon shards. But that's going to be it from me. What a week in Warframe. I'm really excited to go pick up those blue shards, which is pretty crazy. And I'm excited to go get my butt kicked in search pulses. I hope all of you are excited for another great week of Warframe. And comment down below what your favorite part about all these weeklies is. Also, if I missed anything or you would like me to cover something in a different video, please comment down below and I'll do my best to cover it. As always, please check out my stream and all the other shorts and long videos that I've made. And as always, I'll see you next time.